What is up, guys? It's your boy, No Risk, No Premium, back with another episode of the 2 Minute Drill, guys. Today, we got our pullback. Was it a sell-off or a pullback? It seems to be right when the factory orders hit at 10 a.m. and Powell went to step on stage. They sold this bitch off to oblivion and did not look back. Okay, so what does that bring us for tomorrow? Well, we close at an interesting level here, right? Still, you guys see the confluence of all the MAs, right? Starting to get all bunched up in here. So you can see why levels are going to be very hard to really trade through, because there's going to be random bounce zones and reject zones or whatever. So all we could do is just use these areas or zones, okay? Because you can see you've got the 20, you've got the 20-day moving average right here, the green, red is 21, yellow is 80 MA, 5 is blue, blue is 5 MA, 50 MA is purple, 200 MA is teal, 100 MA, okay, is brown. So you guys can see all this, right? I think what's important to see is, look, the recent move we just had, okay, closed right at the 61.8, right? Close right at 61.8. So ideally, bulls need to pop this thing back up from here, from this golden zone, and pop this thing back up above 400, which would be above the 51.8 or the 50% retracement. Get above the 400. Okay, I would think that would be the most important line of business for bulls to do tomorrow. Now, Powell comes on tomorrow. He does the same thing he did today, but he does it with the House of Representatives. So did they grill him again and just get him to just, I mean, I thought he was rather hawkish today, basically saying, look, we're going to have to fucking just keep on doing it. Okay. When the data came in bad after last time he talked, right? So now this time it's like, yo, shit, it ain't working. We got to keep on raising. Okay, because you could see the sell, and there was no bid at all day until the very close. If then, still weak. We're currently flat on futures, literally 0 ticks up or down right now. We are flat. Okay, so plan for tomorrow. Okay, plan for tomorrow. A lot of these zones have been holding very nicely, right? We had that 404, right? Once we had resistance and we had support, okay, then we broke through it today and went right down back to this 400, 401. I called it 401.50, but you could see that there was going to be some demand in here. We had bounced initially to then bring it back down. Okay, then we went up and rejected it. So tomorrow, look, if we get above 399 on Powell, which we could have some relief tomorrow. I would look to see what we could do from 401 all the way to 402 for a possible fade from there. If bulls get enclosed through that, however, look for us to try to get back above 402 all the way to 404. But I think tomorrow you're going to want to see what this reaction is here at 401 to 402. Okay, 397 is the other low side. I think if that breaks, okay, you're going to look at 394 right here, and then ultimately the previous week low. Okay, right down here at 392. Okay, so look, tomorrow you can see, right, we closed right at the 50 MA, 398.27. We closed, 398.31. We closed at 398.27. Okay, we've got the 5 MA in here. We just blew through the 8 and 21 EMAs. To me, it looks like we head down. Do we get a little pop? You'll want to see how we react at 399, but I think that 400 will provide a reject. So that's where I'll be looking initially. Even if we get a pop, Powell comes on at the same time. Okay, he comes on at the same time. If we do not hold, okay, this 397 on Powell or overnight, you're going to want to look for this 394, then 392 for possible bounce zones. But I do want to say this, with all of this time that we spent, okay, just eating away at demand right here, this little drift lower, I'm not confident that this previous week low in the 200 MA hold this time through. I think this could make a possible small bounce here, but I think ultimately we will likely try to head lower once we get on a back test of that 200 MA. From there, I'd be targeting this level right here, okay, 387. I'd be targeting about 387 if we wanted to fall out of the sky. 387, you could even draw a little zone in here. Zones have been seeming to work a little bit better, but I would think this whole area in here right? 87 to 89, you'll want to look for that possible bounce area. That would produce a bounce. I would be confident, personally, trying to take a bounce long there. Okay. That's what I would be confident doing. So, guys, plan for tomorrow. Powell, right? Powell comes on same time talking to the House representatives. Look for the possible back test and reject of 401 to 402. If not, okay, 399 doesn't want to let us back through. You'll want to see how we react down here at 397. Okay, 397. Okay, if 397 doesn't hold, we'll likely come test 394, then 392 after that. I wouldn't really be interested in longs until underneath 394 to 392, possibly for just a bounce. To me, that seems like a counter trend trade after we have now just fallen out of the sky. Okay, that's if we do not bounce back up, guys. So really quickly, okay, look for the relief pop tomorrow up to 401, 402. If that rejects, you're going to want to get short and ride that likely down to 397. Okay, if we break 397, take it down to 394 and then 392 underneath that. All right, guys, wake up early. Get your levels right. Don't do anything fucking stupid. We'll see you bright and early.